यूट्यूब में चेक कर लीजिए।
हेलो हेलो नो हेलो
Earth is called the blue planet, as more than 70% of the Earth's surface is water-covered and holds about 97% of all Earth's water. But even today, the unexplored oceans hold mysteries more compelling, environments more challenging, and life forms more bizarre than anything the known cosmic space has to offer. Our knowledge of the ocean is limited, especially considering the fact that more people have gone into space on various missions, while only 3 people have descended to the deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. Taking up this challenge of exploring and sustainably harvesting the vast resources of oceans, the Department of Ocean Development, now the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, established National Institute of Ocean Technology (NIOT) in November 1993 at Chennai, with a mandate to design, develop, demonstrate and utilize ocean technologies for the benefit of the country.
National Institute of Ocean Technology is the technical arm of Ministry of Earth Sciences and the only civilian institute in the country working in the area of ocean technology. For the past 2 decades, we have been working in this area relentlessly, and the success of many projects are well known to the country. We also have done lot of activity in the area of ocean energy, which is a renewable one, and also in desalination.
Water is such a precious and scarce resource in the islands of Lakshadweep, and NIOT's low-temperature thermal desalination-based technology plants developed and established at Kavaratti, Minikoi and Agatti. Presently, similar LTTD plants in another 6 islands of Union Territory of Lakshadweep, which includes Amini, Androth, Chetlat, Kadamat, Kalpeni and Kiltan Islands, is underway. The plants are technologically user-friendly and is being operated by the local people. Further, the Institute has largely contributed to the well-being of the islanders, as the availability of clean drinking water has substantially reduced the occurrence of waterborne diseases in these areas. In a bid to replicate this success story in the mainland, a 1 MLD LTTE plant set up off the Chennai coast in a floating barge was tested successfully.
Only 29 rupees, 6 days Vedic Maths summer camp. Don't calculate in a slow way.
Adopting the concept of reduce, recycle and reuse of the Government of India, NIOT has developed a technology for desalination using the condenser reject water available in thermal power plants at the North Chennai Thermal Power Station, NCTPS, and the other in Tuticorin Thermal Power Station is underway. The Institute strives to achieve desalination using ocean thermal energy to make economically affordable water of good quality. A priority project has been proposed at Kavaratti Island in Lakshadweep using ocean thermal energy conversion (OTEC). For hands-on ocean thermal energy conversion cycle, a laboratory scale of OTEC plant has been set up at the Chennai campus with a 2 kilowatt power module combined with desalination. Through the continuous efforts of the Institute, India has now become the member of International Energy Agency's Ocean Energy Systems (IEA-OES), with NIOT being the designated agency. The Institute focuses on harnessing the ocean renewable energy in the form of waves, currents and temperature gradient. The floating wave-powered device called the Backward Bent Ducted Buoy (BBDB), based on the principle of oscillating water column, successfully generated power during the tests at the open sea. The wave-powered navigational buoy, also based on the principle of oscillating water column, has been fabricated and successfully tested near Kamarajar Port at Chennai. For harnessing electrical energy from the ocean currents, various straight and helical blade turbines were fabricated and tested. The straight-bladed turbine was then tested at South Andaman on a specially designed floating platform and towed for 48 kilometers. This successful trial, when the turbine generated 300 watts of electricity, more than expected output, paved the way for scaling up of 1 kilowatt turbine for off-grid units at Andaman.
Hello.
The Institute has taken up initiatives in development, fabrication and installation of systems in offshore wind sector using LIDAR-based data collection platforms. A platform was successfully installed at Gulf of Khambat for Ministry of New and Renewable Energy National Institute of Wind Energy MNRE, which is the first of its kind in Indian waters. An initiative to extract biofuel from algae has been successful. Biodiesel was produced by base-catalyzed trans-esterification reaction from the biolipids. Test run of biodiesel B10 powered vehicle from Nellore to Chennai was completed successfully. Estimates show that the methane stored in the form of gas hydrates, a non-renewable energy source, is in the order of approximately 950 trillion cubic meters within the Indian Exclusive Economic Zone. For the ground truth validation of gas hydrate occurrences and to quantify the resource in the Indian waters, NIOT acquired the technology for an underwater wireline autonomous coring system ACS. The system has been qualified for 3,000 meter operations and drilled up to 40 meters below the seafloor at 850 meter water depth. Further trials and coring at KG Basin site are on the anvil.
Some of the societal activities which we take up are ocean observations, wherein we put up lot of data buoys in the ocean which measure the parameters and send it to Indian Meteorological Department for effective weather prediction. In the area of coastal protection, we take up sustainable protection measures like in the case of Pondicherry, Kadalur Periyakupam, Visakhapatnam, etc. We have got a large group to develop indigenous technology. Many technologies which we have developed at the institute have been transferred to the industry successfully, and this gives the Indian industry a name through Make in India program.
In order to augment our understanding of the ocean processes and their implications of the climate and natural hazards, the Institute has set up a real-time monitoring system for obtaining reliable data relating to different oceanographic and meteorological parameters such as waves, currents, temperature and salinity. Through a network of data buoys, which includes 19 moored buoys in the monitoring of the Indian seas and 1 buoy at the Arctic seas. Under the Indo-US collaboration, the Institute supports RAMA buoys network of 25 moorings in Indian Ocean under the Global Ocean Observation Program. The Institute maintains a fleet of buoys, including the moored Met-Ocean buoys for measuring meteorological and surface parameters, the Omni buoys to measure solar radiation, rainfall and subsurface parameters up to 500 meters below sea surface. The Institute's Tsunami buoys plays a crucial role in warning the Indian coast against tsunamis by providing real-time data on ocean parameters. The data captured by the tsunami buoys are transmitted through satellite to the Automatic Data Reception Center at the campus, and finally is disseminated to INCOIS for operational purposes. The Institute's observational network is further strengthened by the high-frequency radars established along Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Odisha and Tamil Nadu for continuous observation of large-scale oceanographic measurements like coastal currents and waves. The Institute's aquatic glider Bharati, equipped with GPS and conductivity temperature profiler, is capable of diving to 950-meter water depth and transmits data acquired from such depths. INDARC, the first ever Indian underwater moored observatory in polar waters to study climate change, was established by NIOT and NCAOR at Kongsfjorden, 1,000 kilometers away from the North Pole Basin. Also, a new ambient noise measurement system along with INDARC mooring was successfully deployed and is now operational in Arctic waters to study the ice dynamics, bioacoustics and sound propagation in polar regions. Further, to enhance the ocean observational network, the Institute has successfully developed AUPDs, the autonomous underwater profiling drifters that are fitted with CTD sensors and capable of profiling up to 2,000 meters water depth. The periodic profiles of the temperature and salinity would enable better understanding of the ocean circulation, enhance climate predictability, and validation of satellite data. The drifting buoys Pradyu with INSAT communications has been developed and tested successfully at sea to collect and process the meteorological and oceanographic parameters. The other indigenous innovations developed in-house include the Aquabot, Variable Buoyancy Aquatic Glider, Robo-Coastal Observer, and 6 variants of Data Acquisition System DAS for data buoys. Robo-Coastal Observer is a buoyant ring or life jacket deployable from shore that could be operated remotely using RF GPRS satellite telemetry. In addition, it could be used for rescue of a drowning person in any water body. Development of a portable, high-power, wideband acoustic transmitter for sub-bottom profiling and miniaturized hydrophone arrays for underwater applications enhances the in-house technological capabilities. The Institute has successfully transferred the technology to the industry of many of these systems developed in-house. The Institute has accomplished more than 200 projects along the Indian coast to cater to coastal infrastructure development with real-time observation, numerical modeling and engineering solutions. The Institute plays a major role in the Kalpasar project, one of the major initiatives by the Government of Gujarat, which includes field investigation activities at Gulf of Khambat, such as geotechnical and geophysical surveys, hydrodynamic wave sediment transport, storm surge model and reservoir model studies, and optimization of sluice gates for saline water discharge. Further, several port infrastructure development projects and port layout studies in various environmental conditions were successfully executed at Andhra's Krishnapatnam and Gujarat's Pipavav port.
MS Excel का पूरा यूज करना बहुत ही कम लोगों को आता है और उसके साथ AI और चैट जीपीटी को यूज
The Institute is extremely proud and highly satisfied of having contributed to the society by restoring the lost beach at tourism-rich Puducherry. Puducherry has lost its beaches to coastal erosion, and the entire coast was protected with sea walls. The Institute initiated the construction of a submerged, triangular, wedge-shaped reef on the north, coupled with an offshore reef on the south, spaced at a distance of 1.5 kilometers from each other. The structures, along with beach nourishment, led to the formation of beach of width of about 60 meters near the new pier. The new beach attracted a lot of happy beachgoers. Shoreline mitigation activities have also been carried out at Ramakrishna Beach, Visakhapatnam, and Kadalur Periyakuppam off Chennai coast, using submerged dike which helps dissipate the energy of larger waves without completely blocking the waves. The technical criteria atlas developed in-house is the first of its kind and is a ready reference for engineering design with emphasis on bays and inlets. To help coastal engineers, a digital wave atlas is also being published with a 50-year return period statistics. In addition, a real-time oceanographic data portal, port monitoring system, wave atlas and storm surge web portal Disseminate is also being published for the benefit of various stakeholders. The Institute designed and fabricated and demonstrated open sea cages for culture of fin fishes and successfully implemented the same at North Bay, Port Blair, Olaikuda, Tamil Nadu and Kottachatram and Tuplipalam in
now Steve Jayapuram, of course, is dedicated exclusively to develop technologies to cater and also assist the fisher folks, fisher community. Few months back I was here for the first time after taking over as director of NIOT. We demonstrated the advantage of cultivating the seaweed in one of your Andaman seas. Is it actually Chidiatab? Yeah, in Chidiatab we have demonstrated along with the Chief Secretary's presence. We demonstrated the simple technology yet powerful for the seaweed growth, and we rolled out this initiative, and there were a number of fisher folks and also those who are interested in the mariculture were also kind of attended this function. And there is a huge potential. The water is still nutrient rich enough actually to cater all the requirements of our food and also the energy. And this campus has already demonstrated the open sea cage culture for the first time in our country. I have personally visited, and I think we are also going to visit along with the secretary today, and to visit also the one of its kind demonstration of our team under NIOT support. We have demonstrated the subsea cage culture. This is completely submerged cage culture where we can avoid the vandalism, we can avoid, of course, the fishes being taken by the other people, the unwanted loss of the fishes and so on. And we also have been developing and we are implementing as we speak in the Andaman waters the fish feeder system, which is an automatic feeder system, and it basically estimates how much feed has to be given to the fishes, and it releases the feed, and in the water depth of more than 10 meters we are talking about. Our team has also established an automatic observation of this fish growth. We talk about the biomass growth. I think we basically release these fishes in a small format in maybe a gram or so on, so forth, but then they grow in the natural environment with the feeding system supporting their food requirement, and we continuously monitor how fast their biomass is actually growing with respect to any aquaculture in the confined waters actually. So we are also trying to push our boundaries, to push more manpower to this beautiful campus in Andaman, and we are expecting the outcome of all our R&D activities should be reachable to the fisher folks as well as those who are involved in the aquaculture as well. With this quick note, I'm very happy to tell you that just few minutes before we have inaugurated a seawater intake system to be built in this campus as part of our fish brooding system that is also being built within the campus, and it is going to come up in a year or two from now. And our team should be congratulated for the effort that they have made, both MBT, Marine Biotechnology, as well as the Ocean Electronics, which has been assisting them in the fish monitoring studies. Welcome you all once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for highlighting NIOT's hard work and achievement and inspiring us to do better. The world is constantly renewed by innovation. With this spirit, we proudly present NIOT's latest innovation in ocean technology. I now request our Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, and the dignitaries on the dais to kindly launch the Open Sea Submersible Fish Cage. Thank you, sir.
Deployment of open sea submerged fish cage at North Bay. Started towing of open sea submerged fish cage from Chatham Port. Towing of open sea submerged fish cage towards North Bay. Open sea submerged fish cage moored at North Bay. Net tied to open sea submerged fish cage. Ballasting of open sea submerged fish cage. Successfully deployed and tested the open sea submerged fish cage at North Bay.
Thank you, sir, for launching the project. Next, I request Chief Secretary in charge, Smita ma'am, to kindly launch subsea fish feeder system. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Deployment of subsea fish feeder system at North Bay. Started towing of subsea fish feeder from Mini Bay. Towing of subsea fish feeder towards North Bay. Subsea fish feeder moored near the open sea submerged fish cage at North Bay. Feed delivery pipe connected to the open sea submerged fish cage. Successfully deployed and tested the subsea fish feeder system at North Bay.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I request Srimati Jagtap Kalyani Rajendra, DANIX, Director Fisheries, to kindly launch fish biomass estimation and surveillance system.
Deployment of
much,
fish
ma'am.
biomass estimation, water quality monitoring and surveillance system at North Bay. Fish biomass estimation, water quality monitoring, and surveillance system is powered by solar energy. Fish biomass estimation and water quality monitoring system deployed in existing fish cage. Videos recorded through fish biomass estimation system. Recorded videos sent to FTP server and NIOT through mobile network. Length and weight of the fish estimated using artificial intelligence. Advanced machine learning algorithms with YALO V11 and object detection API used to estimate the fish biomass. Physical validation of the fish biomass estimation system. Results of the biomass estimation and water quality data sent to user through email. Users can monitor the fish cage location through live surveillance streaming.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I request Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to kindly release the project brochure. Sir. The brochure is for open sea submerged fish cage, subsea fish feeder system, and fish biomass estimation and surveillance system. Thank you very much, sir. I take immense pride in inviting Sri S. Muthukumar Vail, scientist in charge, Ocean Electronics, NIOT, to brief the dignitaries about the submersible fish cage and related technology.
Thank you very much, Anand. Respected Secretary, our respected Chief Secretary.
Deployment of fish biomass estimation.
Andaman Administration and Director Fisheries Andaman Nicobar. Director Fisheries Andaman Nicobar Island, and my beloved director and colleagues and friends and press guys. I really thank for the Secretary for launching this new technology, the first time in the country for open submerged fish cage and subsea feeder system and AI-based biomass system, and including surveillance system, which can be seen from the NIOT source session. The submerged fish cage technology enables us culturing fish in the enclosed structures that can be remain in the depth for example, for 6 to 10 meter depth. This has been achieved by buoyancy control, having a ballast tank at the center, with redundancy control of both pneumatic control as well as water ballasting. This technology now overcomes present problem faced in the floating fish cage, like reduction of volume due to the surface current, due to high surface current as well as wave action, other surface disturbance, which creates more stress to the fish, and algae blooms at the surface, which affects fish growth due to the DO availability and other intruder theft problems. Hence, this technology definitely will be not only enhance the fish production, but also contribute to the more offshore aquaculture to meet the country demand. Since the gauge is submerged at the desired depth, so we developed an indigenous system, water ejector based subsea feeder system, designed, developed and demonstrated, and then now we deployed at Andaman North Bay, which uses water ejector mechanism, which is a art of the system using available resource. Normally, the ejector works with pneumatic air, but now we have designed alternatively with water ejector, which as already told is already available in the resource in the sea, as a motive fluid to recover the fish feed to the feed to the desired depth. This design not only enhance the fish feeding process, but also significantly reduce the energy consumption compared to the traditional technology available in the complex machineries and having high pressure system for the similar system. Now, if we come to the third technology of fish biomass estimation, this is a AI-based fish biomass system, which has centralized CPU, interface with the underwater camera as well as green laser, with various trained data loaded with AI algorithm, which runs the fish characteristics and give the measure the length and height of the fish of acceptable frames, and give us a fish biomass system to the remotely using IoT based system to NIOT source station at Chennai, as well as Oncast and other user who is utilizing the aquaculture in this Oncast. This system will give both SMS as well as automatic email generation to the user. So this has been implemented with the two-way communication with IoT with self-powered with a floating solar power system. This is the first time we are doing that small prototype self-powered floating solar power system. That whole instrumentation was backed up by the floating solar system. So actually, this was motivated by our secretary when he was one of the member in our ocean electronics PMB meeting. So he want to have any observation to be self-powered. So in that way, we have designed the system, and any observation will be self-powered. So we decided with the solar power, and then we implemented that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. MOES is committed to the development of knowledge base. I request the Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to launch the MSc Marine Biology course at Pondicherry University, sponsored by Ministry of Earth Sciences under the Deep Ocean Mission Vertical 6, by the exchange of MOU and administrative order. I request Professor Joseph Selvin, Pondicherry University, to exchange the MOU with Honorable Secretary. Thank you very much, sir. May I request you, sir, Professor Joseph Selvin, sir, to kindly provide a brief introduction of the program to the audience and the dignitaries.
Very esteemed Secretary, Dr. and the Director and the distinguished delegates on the dais and off the dais. So actually, Pondicherry University is one of the largest central university established in 1985 by the Act of Parliament, and we have around 1,000 hectare land and we have around 45 departments, including engineering, basic sciences, all the fields we have, and it is one of the fast growing university. We have MOU with more than 75 countries and also 70 plus universities, institutes in India. And briefly I can say we have gone for the collaboration mode of projects or proposal. There is a proposal called PAIR. Yesterday it was announced by Ministry of Science and Technology. 6 has been awarded. Pondicherry University was the one with the Indian Institute of Science. We have awarded where we included seaweed-based scaffold development as one of the thematic area of research, and so as we are doing so many other academic as well as research development. In addition, I can briefly introduce our marine biology and ocean studies and marine biology department, which was established in 2001 in Andaman Nicobar Islands, and established as a full-fledged department in 2008, and it is having MSc Marine Biology, Coastal Disaster Management, as well as both programs have PhD as well as MSc, and they have produced almost 500 MSc Master students in marine biology and ocean studies in marine biology, as well as PhD, 20 plus students in PhD. Now, 60 plus students in PhD, and 20 are doing research now. So at this juncture, we have an opportunity to collaborate, because now we are coming out to collaborate with so many institutions. We have MOU with NIOT. NIOT is offering PhD through Pondicherry University, and we are on the discussion about possibility of launching. We have now new education policy. This entire MSCs will go away. We will have only BSc Honors in 4 years degree program within maybe 2-3 years. All the other traditional MSCs will be phased out. So we have already indicated if there is a possibility in this vertical of deep ocean mission, Pondicherry University is ready to support, and we have sufficient land and resources to help you, because we are also on the ECR in Pondicherry. So we given an idea also, because DRDO established a center in Bharatiyar University. It is DRDO having maximum autonomy. Same model I suggested in future if it is possible. Also we have not only Andaman, we have Lakshadweep also. It is under our jurisdiction. We are planning to develop some marine programs. Already our Honorable Vice President given indication Pondicherry University has to start something. So these two we given indication to NIOT. So in case of future, we can jointly collaborate. We are academically strong. You are good in research. That will help synergistically, good for the promotion of human resource in India. So with this, I thank Secretary and the Director and all the team who have invited us, helped us, and promoting marine biology here. So I invite our colleagues to honor Director and Secretary, please.
I request Professor Joseph Selvin to felicitate the Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, with a solemn memento. It's flipped order. Thank you very much, sir. I request Professor Padmavati, HOD Pondicherry University, to felicitate Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar, with a solemn memento. Next, I request.
So 1 minute. Before I'm closing, actually I have missed one point, that is our MSc sponsored program. So here actually this MSc sponsored, the students will get a stipend from ministry, and also like sophisticated instrument support from the ministry's grant. Therefore, the students will get more opportunities, moreover teaching as well as training opportunity with NIOT. Little more insight I request Dr. Vinith to give about the joint.
Respected Secretary MIS and respected Chief Secretary and Director of Fisheries and Director NIOT and my colleagues and other dignitaries from different departments. Thank you for giving me small opportunity in between. Actually, I was working here from 2005 to 2023 as officer in charge in this campus, and we have conducted a lot of programs and all these things. 2023 I transferred back to Chennai and joined in head office, and our secretary kind enough to appoint me as a project director for this deep ocean mission vertical advanced marine station for ocean biology. Under this ocean biology program, we are offering both different, that is capacity building program. One of that is marine biology programs and marine biology related programs like MSc programs in universities. Our secretary has told us to start one course at every state. Then another thing is, so we are initiating this program in Andaman Nicobar Islands with Pondicherry University. Under this program, 25 students will get fellowships of monthly fellowships, full-time fellowships. That is, 15 students will get full-time fellowships and 10 students will get part-time fellowships during the 6 months period of their projects. That will be helpful for the local people and people who are coming from different states. And this is the first of its kind in marine, that is MOES is doing in islands, and also we are going to extend the same thing for, apart from that, we are offering PDF postdoctoral fellowship and PhD fellowships for the marine biology and other courses, all verticals. We have 6 verticals in deep ocean mission, all these things. This is what slight introduction about what we are going to do this. Actually, in future we will be having collaboration with Pondicherry University to have some other courses also in our NIOT. We are developing advanced marine station on ocean biology in Nameli also. There also we will be having these courses. That's all. Thank you very much for giving.
Thank you very much, sir, for highlighting NIOT's commitment to collaborate with academia. May I now request Honorable Chief Secretary in charge, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, to launch 3D printed artificial reef program, a collaborative initiative by NIOT and IIT Guwahati. Please, ma'am. Can you please click the mouse, ma'am? Chief Secretary. Thank you.
This initiative by the Technology Innovation Hub at IIT Guwahati and the National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, leverages advanced 3D printing techniques to restore coral reefs and support marine biodiversity. Coral reefs are vital to marine ecosystems, protecting coastlines and supporting biodiversity. However, they are under severe threat due to climate change, pollution, and rising ocean temperatures. This project addresses this challenge by designing artificial reef units that replicate the structure of brain corals using eco-friendly 3D printed concrete. The design is inspired by the natural geometry of brain corals, featuring evenly spaced patterns with variable cavity sizes. These cavities promote coral larvae settlement, shelter small marine organisms, and replicate the complexity of real coral habitats. Fabricated using a large-scale concrete 3D printer with a 25mm nozzle, the structures exhibit surface textures and pH levels suitable for underwater life. Once printed, the reefs are evaluated for coverage, cavity formation, and stability. They are modular and scalable. This collaboration between IIT Guwahati and NIOT Chennai represents a significant step towards sustainable marine restoration. By combining bio-inspired design with precision manufacturing, these artificial reefs offer a practical solution to coral degradation, restoring habitats, strengthening coastal defenses, and enabling long-term ocean research.
Thank you, ma'am. Vidya Dadati Vinyam. Knowledge gives humbleness. It is now time for us to be enriched by the wisdom and experience of the dignitaries on the dais. To begin this esteemed segment, I request Srimati Smita R, IAS, Chief Secretary in charge, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, to address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Respected Secretary, Dr. M. Ravichandran, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director, NIOT, Dr. G. Dharini, Group Head, MBT, NIOT, our Director Fisheries, Professor Joseph Selvin from Pondicherry University, all the staff members of NIOT here, all staff members from the government departments of fisheries, all the students who have joined this function, those colleagues from the media and the press. A very warm good morning, good afternoon to all of you. It is with great pleasure that I stand here representing the Andaman and Nicobar administration to be part of this function. This is an important occasion marking the foundation stone laying ceremony of the seawater intake system at ACOSTI NIOT Sri Vijayapuram. This project signifies our collective resolve towards building a self-reliant, sustainable and blue economy driven future, as was mentioned here in earlier, for the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar administration is deeply committed to fostering sustainable growth while conserving our marine ecosystem. In this regard, the collaboration with the National Institute of Ocean Technology has been immensely fruitful. We recognize the critical role of advanced institutions like NIOT in introducing new technologies such as submersible open sea cages, AI-driven fish growth monitoring, and subsea fish feeder system, which are now revolutionizing the way marine aquaculture is practiced in island environments and elsewhere. This initiative, I hope, will significantly uplift the marine fisheries sector, provide diversified livelihood options for fishing communities. We are also witnessing the emergence of a science-driven approach to fishery development in the islands, thanks to the scientific leadership and innovations brought by NIOT and other central government agencies with the administrative support of the Fisheries Department of ANI administration. It is assured that the support of the ANI administration in facilitating this vision will be there. Our departments, particularly Fisheries, Education and Environment, try to work in close coordination with NIOT ACOSTI to ensure successful deployment, operation and capacity building across sectors. It was with great wonder that I saw the opening of this NIOT and IIT Guwahati have jointly launched an initiative to deploy the 3D printed artificial coral reefs in areas of degradation, which we are seeing everywhere, especially in the urban ecosystem. This will aid ecosystem restoration, biodiversity, fisheries productivity, and climate resilience. Additionally, under the Deep Ocean Mission, the Ministry of Earth Sciences has extended infrastructure and funding support to the MSc Marine Biology program at Pondicherry University's Andaman campus, enhancing marine science education for island youth. It is our duty to publish about this new course among the students who would like to join. This is a great opportunity for the students of Andaman and Nicobar who otherwise will have to go to the mainland for these opportunities. We should thank the ministry and as well as NIOT and Pondicherry University for launching this wonderful program. This project not only aligns with the National Blue Economy agenda but also brings hope and opportunity to our islanders. Together, let us work towards a resilient, thriving and ocean-conscious future. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Before we move next to the keynote address, I request respected Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to kindly. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Please, sir. It is our great privilege to have with us Honorable Principal Scientific Advisor, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood. It is an honor for us, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. We are delighted to have you with us. I request Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor, to kindly launch the brochure for a 3D printed artificial reef. May I request my team to kindly hand over the brochure to sir? Thank you very much, sir. I kindly request Professor Panda, IIT Guwahati, to brief the dignitaries and the audience on this project. Professor Panda.
So respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues and scientists, very good morning to all of you. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about our project. So I am Biranchi Panda, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering from IIT Guwahati. So we are working on a project of developing 3D printed artificial reef with collaboration with NIOT. So this project is sponsored by TIS, TIDF, IIT Guwahati. So when I awarded this project, immediately I contacted NIOT team through director, and surprisingly, without delaying a minute, he responded to my email, and we started working from the day one on this project, because I knew that if you want to bring an engineering solution to any kind of marine ecosystem, we need the support of marine biologists. So I am very privileged, happy to say that we are working together on this project. And as a part of this project, we are developing engineered solution for reef. So as you already have seen in this video, we are trying to develop some kind of biomimic design, which are very difficult to do through conventional casting topic. And therefore, we have taken the help of 3D printing, where we can deposit this kind of complex structures with our engineered materials. And these materials, along with the design, we are trying to create very large modules. So in a test bed, we have deployed these panels by changing the materials, colors, and the test results are ongoing. So we look forward to print large models. Recently we bought a large scale 3D printer that can print structures up to 10 meter long. So we are expecting that we are going to soon print these large models of reef, and with the help of an IoT team we are going to deploy it. So with this I would like to conclude my brief about this project. So at the end I would like to thank all the NIOT team for helping continuously in this project, and the students who have really supported all the way from the IIT Guwahati in designing, printing, in fact making all these things in the last moment. Thank you very much for all your support.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request the Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to welcome Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, with our floral tribute. Sir, we are really delighted and fortunate to have you here with us. I request our beloved director, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, to kindly honor Principal Scientific Advisor with the NIOT memento. I request my team to please present the memento. Thank you, sir. Please, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I take immense pride in inviting Dr. M. Ravichandran, Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, a visionary leader and torchbearer of India's ocean mission and atmospheric missions, to address the audience.
Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, and Srimati R. Smita, Chief Secretary in charge Andaman Nicobar Administration, Srimati Jagtap Kalyani Rajendra, Director Fisheries Andaman Nicobar Island, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, Professor Joseph Selvin from Pondicherry University, and my colleagues from NIOT and friends from Pondicherry University and Department of Fisheries and all other local invitees and friends. Very good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here as part of this important function and board player. I think you all know that Ministry of Earth Sciences is spearheading 5 spheres: atmosphere, hydrosphere, cryosphere, geosphere, and associated biosphere. Out of this, the hydrosphere is special because it is an ocean. So the ocean resources as well as sustainability is then very important. So we have made sort of the 2 important mission. One is a deep ocean mission and another one is an atmospheric mission. It is a mission MOSUM. In the deep ocean mission, it is basically a pilot project of blue economy, how we can utilize the blue economy. Basically, it is a blue economy is nothing but ocean economy plus sustainability. That's a blue economy. So how we can harness the resources ocean in a sustainable way, that is the main objective. Under this objective, there are about 6 what is called pilot project. One of the pilot project is deep ocean mission. Under this deep ocean mission, we have again 6 verticals. So the objective of a blue economy or a deep ocean mission is basically 5 factor we are inbuilt. One is how do we harness the resources, especially food and energy, water, and health. Health means I mean one health, ecosystem health as well as human health, the 4 aspects. And all these 4 aspects, how it will change in the warming world, especially in the climate change. So that is the main objective. All these 5 area we are looking at it. Out of this 5 area, the number 1 we are talking about food. So we are assembled here mainly to looking after the food chain. Basically the marine biology and marine biotechnology lab here is looking at that particular vertical, and also they are trying to map the biodiversity existence in this area, and also what are the resource potential in terms of fisheries, like a fish cage what is developed by my colleague, as well as various other things how we can do. Basically our objective is various science also to do science and translate that science to the services for the benefit of society. That is our main objective. For that, whatever the research is required, we are trying to build on it. And apart from the deep ocean mission, under that project, we are also, why we are bringing this Pondicherry universities here is because we need to develop the human ecosystem in this area in the longer term. When we are talking about 2047, not only for the mainland but also island nation, we need to build the manpower, human capital in this area. That is the main objective. We thought of creating this new what is called scholarship based courses for marine biology and marine science related aspect with the Pondicherry. So I thank Pondicherry University come forward for this. I think I am requesting again, you have to take up more and more JRF and postdoc like that people also, so that we can bring that ecosystem in a better, because ultimately we will launch the mission now and go back, but later on the human capital what we are creating, they have to bring out up to 2047, wherein we are aiming to have the blue economy GDP. Now the present GDP is roughly about 4% of country's GDP. Blue economy contribution is 4 GDP. How we can make it to double digit? That is the objective in 2047. For that, this human capital definitely will be contributing in a big way, not only in terms of food, like whatever food we are talking about, fisheries, seaweed, seagrass, or many other mariculture and other aspects. Apart from that, also we are planning for energy. Now we are also morning we have seen that area We are also thinking of how we can produce energy in terms of solar as well as the offshore wind. Both together we are planning to have, and definitely we will have energy sufficient, how we can contribute to the island. That is our main objective in this. The center itself, main objective is biotechnology as well as the energy harnessing. That is the main objective. So I am sure that the state administration and university, Pondicherry University and NIOT together, we can bring meaningful science and translate that science to services for the benefit of the society locally. That is our most important objective. So I am sure that all you will be contributing towards that aspect. And today's whatever foundation stone we have launched for intake, seawater intake, definitely that will give not only to biological aspect, but also it will harness, or it will be useful for physical and chemical and other oceanographers. They can make use of this water quality and other things also is very important to have a conservation in this area. Not only to harness resource, not only harnessing resources, but also we need to keep conservation in a sustainable way. That's our objective. So in that, towards that, I think this center will be very helpful and meaningful to all of us. With this, I thank you very much, all of you, for coming. I am sure that collectively we can do better in this area. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivation and encouragement. We are deeply honored to have with us Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. As we talk about ocean technology, we have with us the stalwart in quantum technology. A distinguished physicist and visionary leader, Professor Sood has been instrumental in shaping India's quantum technology roadmap. His initiatives like the National Quantum Mission and the International Technology Engagement Strategy for Quantum are positioning India at the forefront of global quantum innovations. May I request, sir, to kindly deliver a talk on quantum technology, or how we can relate it to our things.
Sorry, this is a last minute surprise for me. Dr. Ravichandran, my very good friend and a really brilliant leader, Secretary MOES, and all other dignitaries on the dais. It's absolutely a pleasure for me to join you on this day. I will just take few minutes to tell you that the mission, Deep Ocean Mission, Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India has been involved right from the beginning when it was conceptualized in Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, and I was a member at that time, and later on, of course, I took the PSA role, and this is a very, very important mission. And I'm also fortunate that as PSA, I also chair the Executive Council or Advisory Council, I forget, but which really looks at all the 6 verticals which Dr. Ravichandran mentioned. And I have been always impressed how much influence oceans can have on our lives in all sectors, be it energy, be it biodiversity, be it energy, food chain, climate change, and so many things. And actually, I have learned a lot from Dr. Ravichandran, I must tell you. And all my learning has been on long evening walks with him in Nehru Garden. And he has explained to me how what happens in ocean currents and all the parameters, how they influence our climate. And it's such a fascinating thing for me as a physicist because I can relate to all this Navier-Stokes equation, their solutions, and how they really affect the entire humanity in a way. Because I don't think there are any other equations which have influenced humanity more than the Navier-Stokes equation in 3 dimensions. And all your computational power really goes with it. Equally important is the biodiversity in ocean, which is where this institute is focusing. And recently I learned, and I'm completely a novice in this, because you can imagine quantum and bio are the two opposite poles of probably science. But in my present job, you get to learn a lot of things by talking to people, and many people come to you, and we see what is good for the country as a mission and so on. So recently I learned the extraction of heparin from bioresources, especially the fish scales and tuna fish and all that. And I understand heparin is extremely important, which India imports fully. Not fully, almost to 95%. A very, very important resource which India should really be doing much more. And I learned, so I was asking, where is heparin used? Almost, of course, it is used as a medicine, but I learned that all the blood samples which are collected from our houses for blood test, the test tubes has a coating of heparin. And it means it really touches your life on a kind of daily basis. Without that, the blood will coagulate. And again, it is connected to sea. And this is something I learned very recently. So like that, there are so many ways ocean influences our lives. And really fortunate that government of India took this initiative to have this deep ocean mission. And blue economy, as Dr. Ravichandran says, blue economy is actually has many more components. And thanks to our leadership, that such a positive approach to science and technology filtering into societal benefits is happening all at scale. And all of you are really the partners. And the last thing which I really feel very impressive in the last few minutes I saw while sitting, that it has very dynamic relationship with academia. I saw IIT Guwahati working on 3D printing of these reef structures, Pondicherry universities. So this is how actually the science and technology should be done, which includes all the players, be it national labs like NIOT, be it academia like Pondicherry University and IIT Guwahati, be it government labs or be it industry. And I'm sure with time, more and more industries will come forward to take the benefits of what is done. For example, even in NIOT here and NIOT Chennai and other labs of MOES. So very much pleased to be a part of this function. As I said, it's a bonus. I didn't bargain for it. But this is what happens when you have very good friends like Ravi. And thank you so much. I congratulate the entire leadership here. And I am glad to see that Union Territory is well represented here. And their support is equally important, because the society has to be connected, and government arms and all the academic things, research labs, they have to work in conjunction. And very happy to see this synergy right here in a very effective way. So thank you once again. Congratulations to all of you for your achievement, and look forward to more. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your motivating words and highlighting that how lucky we are working under Dr. M. Ravichandran, Honorable Secretary MOES. Gratitude is the noblest of virtues. In this spirit of heartfelt appreciation, we now take a moment to honor the distinguished dignitaries who have graced this occasion with their presence. In this series, may I request our beloved director, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, to kindly felicitate Secretary MOES with a shawl and memento. Thank you very much, sir. I request Dr. G. Dharani, Group Head, Marine Biotechnology, NIOT, to felicitate Srimati Smita R., IAS, Chief Secretary in charge, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, with a solemn memento. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir and ma'am. Next, I request Dr. N.V. Vinit Kumar, PD Dom V6, NIOT, to felicitate our beloved director, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, with a solemn memento. Thank you very much, sir. I request Mr. S. Muthukumar Vel, scientist in charge, Ocean Electronics, to kindly felicitate Srimati Jagtap Kalyani Rajendra, DANIX, Director Fisheries, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, with a solemn memento, in appreciation of our esteemed presence. Thank you very much, sir. And ma'am, I invite Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Officer in Charge, ACOSTI, to felicitate Professor Joseph Selvin, Director R&D, Pondicherry University, with a solemn memento as a token of our heartfelt appreciation. Thank you very much, sir. Next, we move to the vote of thanks. Ya Kritagya Sadharmatma, he who is grateful is truly virtuous. To formally express our heartfelt gratitude, I invite Dr. G. Dharani, Group Head Marine Biotechnology, NIOT, to deliver the vote of thanks.
It's a good afternoon. Very good morning. Namaskaram. Distinguished dignitaries of the dais and eminent personalities of the dais. It is my present privilege to stand before you to present the vote of thanks. Of course, we are highly blessed and COST and as well as NIOT is blessed and fortunate to have Dr. Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, the apex of science and technology relevance to the country is with us. It is a very great pleasure to us to have you on the stage, and we are very much fortunate to have you today, sir. And thank you for volunteering and coming inside. In spite we do not have any formal invitation to you. Thank you very much for your all the humbleness and simpleness to come all the way to bless us. Thank you very much, sir. And I also extend my sincere gratitude to Sri Vishnu Vadare, Member of Parliament, for gracing us this occasion. And my sincere gratitudes and thanks to our beloved Secretary, Dr. Ravichandran, Secretary Minister of Earth Science, for his kind presence amidst of his various commitments. Indeed, it has been a fortune to us to have you in this prestigious moment here to inaugurate our submersible cages and other systems, sir. And your encouragement and support will take us to a very large extent to serve the country and to excel in our science and technology. I'm very much thanked and pleased to thank Srimati R. Susmita IAS, Chief Secretary in charge, Andaman Nicobar Administration, for all the kind support and help that we get rendered for functioning inside the NIOT, inside this Andaman Nicobar Island, and for collaborating in so many aspects. I also register my sincere thanks to Jagtap Kalyani Rajendra, Director of Fisheries. Of course, we and fisheries are the part. We do not work separately. We are always as the part of the fisheries. And we are very much glad to work in country with you in the fisheries, ma'am. And of course, it is my heartfelt thanks to Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, our director, who is our architect and our backbone support, and a very simple person to support positively for any actions and anything. In a matter of very shortest time, he could able to bring Secretary MOS as well as Professor Sood Sab here. And thank you very much for all your kind support and encouragement and all the permission that you have given to us, sir. And also I thank our a great friend, Professor Joseph Selvin, of course, Dean of Research, R&D, but is one of our greatest friends to have help us in all aspect of doing collaborative research as well as launching of academic programs. and PhDs in Seven Institute. Thank you very much for all your things, sir. I also thank all my colleagues of NIOT as well as the professors of Pondicherry University who has come all the way here. And I thank all the fisheries department staffs for the support. I also, my due thanks also to Municipal, Doliganj, Panchayat and the industrial department, Sri Vijayapuram, for the constant support. I also thank media and other press to have this coverage. At last but not least, it is my heartfelt thanks goes to Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, officer in charge, who has made this function a grand success and had made arrangement in a very shortest time. And my sincere thanks to my colleague, Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, and all my UNCAST fraternities as well as MBT fraternities for working hard to make this function happy. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Namaskaram.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks are due to you as well. I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem as we salute the spirit of our great nation. Janagana mana
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The inaugural ceremony has now concluded. You are all invited to join us for group photo in front of ACOSTI Portico. After group photo, please join us for lunch. Thank you.